You know what? I was trying to think of my favorite hip hop album of all time, and it wasn't hard. It was not hard at all. When I first got this album, I'm gonna wait to tell y'all. When I first got the album, though, it was a couple years before my time, actually. You know what I'm saying? And when I got it, I bought it in CD. Like, this is how old I am. I'm 32, so you know what I mean. I bought it at Best Buy when I was like, I want to say 11, 10 or 11. So, and then it was the first album I bought. So I felt like I felt mature. I was like, I got my, cause you get your own taste. When you start buying your own albums, you start, dressing yourself. You feel grown. You know what I'm saying? It's the next step to independence. And I'm just walking home looking at this album, and I'm like, man, I got it. I actually, my he was actually my brother. He's actually my brother's favorite artist too, and that's kind of where I was vibing to it myself, and I was like, damn, he's dope, man. He is dope. And so I'm looking at the cover art while I'm walking back home, and it's looking good. I'm like, oh man, this is about to be fantastic. We had this dresser that was kind of like, it was kind of like right on the wall of our room. And so we had our boom box on there and shit. Yeah, we had boom boxes. You know what I'm saying? It was a vibe. You had to be there, man. As the kids say, you had to be there. And I was playing it. You know what? I probably had a Walkman too, man. Because I remember having a Walkman, and I also remember having a CD player. You know what I'm saying? A portable CD player. Man, that was the times, man. I was kind of like at the last bit of the Walkman era. You know what I'm saying? But or tape players. You know what I'm saying? See, look, it's been so long. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out which one it was. But I used to do tapes. You know what I'm saying? The CD players, and um, it was fantastic. So I brought it home, and it was good. Like, actually, there was actually a song that made me, that just hypnotized me. And I was like, man, I gotta play this shit, man. I gotta play this shit. And so I was, at first I didn't, I was young, so and I was young, so I didn't really like kind of grasp everything this artist was saying at first. And it actually, I didn't think it was a bad album when I first heard it, but I was just like, nah, this is, my first inclination was like, no, this isn't the greatest hip hop album that I've ever heard. It was, what I'm saying? I was like, no way. But as I got older, I passed, get past middle school, and then what I'm saying, you're in high school, and you start listening more and more, and then I was embedded in hip hop culture, you know what I'm saying? So that was the main type of music I digested. You know what I'm saying? My mom would play R&B around the house when she was cleaning up, like, a lot of people, like a lot of black moms do. You know what I'm saying? And that was a steady diet too, but mostly hip hop. And, I was listening to it, and I was like, man, like, after years and years of actually, like, kind of decoding what this rapper was saying, I was like, man, this is the greatest, like, epiphany. I was like, you know what? This is the greatest hip hop album I've ever heard. And he's my favorite artist, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, my favorite hip hop album of all time is Nas's Illmatic, man. It was fantastic, man. Like, I know a lot of people now, they say, and I agree, you know what I'm saying? I actually agree with the statement that I'm about to say, but a lot of people say he doesn't choose like the greatest production, like the greatest beats and all that shit. For me, um, I love beats. I love beats. Don't get me wrong. I love beats, and I don't want to hear a trash beat. You know what I'm saying? If you hear a trash beat, it's gonna ruin it's gonna ruin the lyrics for you. I mean, it's gonna ruin the song. I mean, you gotta have, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have good beats. It's just as important as the lyrics, if not more important. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's another reason why some of these artists are actually being able to skate with not having a lot of lyrics nowadays, because they just have banging. They just got banging beats. You know what I'm saying? And and I love some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, I love it. I kind of wish there was more bars nowadays, because it seems like all rappers have to do now is just say like two sentences, and then that's the song, and then it just repeats itself. But no, man, like, just listen to that Illmatic, man. I was just like, man, this is the greatest. hip hop album I ever heard, because I compare it to other albums and I just see how many rhyme schemes that Nas had in that album. And I think that came out when he was like 19, 18, 19. Like it's just incredible how skilled, how much of a skilled MC he was at such a young age, man. You know, if I'm correct, he was, coming out with that album at that around that age, that age range. He was probably writing it and doing it like 17, 18. So, who knows how long he was writing that album for, Uh, it was just incredible, man. It was incredible. It was all about the bars. It was all about the bars for me, man. And he had some great production on there, man. Great production. Q-Tip did some work on there. Um, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the other artists that were on there. There was some great production on there, man. Great production. I can't, what I'm saying, I can't speak highly enough of these guys. I had to look on my phone because I didn't want to say this part and not be knowledgeable on all the people that helped produce the album. The first one that came to my mind was the only one that came to my mind, honestly. Um, but these other guys are, what I'm saying. I'm thinking of Q-Tip. I knew Q-Tip came right to my mind immediately. But Q-Tip did production on this, man, and I mean that already right there lets you know what type of tone this album was gonna have. Q-Tip, DJ Premier, Pete Rock. You know what I mean? LES. I mean, just Large Professor. I mean, it was just, dude. This dude had like, the Infinity Stone. This dude had the Infinity Stones of production, man, and it was just a great album, man. It took you, like, his storytelling is so. I feel like he's the greatest storyteller. Honestly, I'm gonna be biased, I don't care. I am biased. I feel like he's the greatest storyteller of, what I'm saying, of hip hop of all time. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's just wonderful, man, because me being a writer myself, it was really cool to just really cool to like come in contact with the lyricist that just prided himself on telling stories. You know what I mean? A lot of rappers, and I've heard this before too. A lot of rappers can't. A lot of rappers, I like. I don't even want to say it how I'm gonna say it because that sounds like I'll be taking a shot, and that's not what I want to do. Not at all. But he's like one of those rappers that um, can really tell a story, and it sounds just like him just having a casual conversation. You know what I'm saying? Just a casual conversation. And when you hear other rappers that I love as well, they get kind of like very demonstrative and exaggerated with their delivery. They get exaggerated with their delivery, which is dope too. It's another style. It's just another dope style, and that's what I'm all about when it comes to hip hop. I like styles, man. I despise I despise listening to a whole bunch of artists, and then everyone sounds the same. I despise that because art shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be like that with any type of art. It shouldn't be that way in painting, rapping, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everyone should be distinct, man. That's the only way all the people I've listened to that are really, valued and respected artists in their field are distinct. They're distinct from one another. And yeah, that's what's fantastic. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about Nas. Like, his storytelling ability is dope. I think it's second to none. And yeah, man, that's my favorite hip hop album, man. No question. No question.